Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons Grave of Man. This probably should have gone out, 2 weeks ago. We recorded this right before I went on vacation, and I honestly haven't had the time to edit it all together, do anything, really. Going on vacation kind of kills my channel, and D&D is especially labor-intensive, so I never got the chance to do anything with this. So I'm still kind of picking up the pieces. We should be able to go back to our regular schedule within the next couple of weeks. I didn't mean to put it on a hiatus for so long, but between finishing Divinity Original Sin, Christmas, because Bird was gone for Christmas, and then, related holiday activities and, people being busy, me not being prepared because we're at the end of the season, more or less, and I'm not sure where things are going to go after they kill Gorlar, and just so on and so forth. All of that together, just kind of perfect storm, put D&D on hold for a bit, but here we are with the next episode, and hopefully we'll have the other one up within a week or two, and then we'll figure out what season 2 is going to be. But I guess for now, I hope you guys enjoy.
Okay. On the last time of Dungeons & Dragons Grave of Man, we extricated ourselves from the pit that had been filled with several mindless mind flares, which I find rather ironic. We ended up busting through a door after the whole of the plane went a-kilter. It was like the castle was skewing onto one side and everything was falling. But we were able to clamber our way through a hall only to find the ogres and more goblin minions from before. After a tense battle, we were finally able to lay waste to the room full of ogres and goblins. And it was then that we found the chambers of Gorlar and his men. It was then that we also discovered Gorlar's book collection. Greg, would you care to elaborate on what book you came across?
That's actually not canon, sorry.
Wait, what?
It was funny, but Wander and I decided that wasn't going to be canon in the end.
No, I'm talking about the Zeppelin book.
Yeah.
You pocketed it.
Oh, yeah. The Zeppelin book. Yeah, the Zeppelin book's great. I thought you meant the other.
The book that shall not be named.
It could be canon. I'm just never going to expound on it any further unless you manage to resurrect Gorlar for some dumb reason.
You
Wait, Gorlar's dead?
No, but you're going to kill him.
Yay!
But
that
maybe as he's dying, one last kiss.
has not come to pass yet, guys. In any case, Greg imbibed in some weird /fiction that I had come across once upon a time, back when I was scavenging ships in the ocean. Yeah, good stuff, but weird. At least Damien was able to tell us about other objects with voices, I suppose. Well, in any case, so after that peculiar conversation, we were able to gift Greg with a spiky suit of armor that must have been Gorlar's, and uncovered some new items, new orbs, and then we found a bunch of goblins and ogres, but these look unsettled. They have crystals growing from the interior of their carcasses, and I mean, look at that ogre's teeth. It's become crystal too. And so now we find ourselves once again in the throes of combat. Hopefully, beyond the next door, we will find Gorlar himself, who's supposedly conducting yet another ritual to potentially open another portal. Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. And we were also fight-killing.
Yes, so Skitter had just taken his turn and had rolled, I think, like a natural one, or something had happened to Skitter. Oh, wait, no. Those initiative rolls were me testing the initiative system. 4 die 8 plus 8.
What was the strength saving throw for Skitter Steve?
That was me testing stats.
Understood.
So Drez had just taken his turn, then the ogres. So actually, Shell, it's your turn.
My turn. I actually forget what I had done the last time. I tried to fear them, but they all resisted.
Oh, right. Yes.
And
That's
what else?
that's what all the dice 6s were. So you freaked out the ogre up by Dimitri somehow.
Oh, right. He had run away.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that was it, because you hadn't hit one of them, but he had still reacted.
Okay.
I should have written more notes.
Yep. That makes sense. All right. Well, I'll Eldritch Blast these two guys. The goblin to my left and the ogre to my right. And now I actually fixed my Eldritch Blast, so hopefully it works.
Yay!
Okay, so this is for one of them. Dope.
Oh my god.
You're shooting the goblins?
The goblin and then the ogre.
Okay, the two closest to you.
You
Yep,
fixed
and
it. It
then-
works.
Number 2. What? 13 both times? How is that possible?
It
It's
works.
1 in 20 possible.
It works.
I am getting the +7 though. So that it should be right.
Okay.
But it is how?
Well,
yeah,
you
both
miss
of
on
them yeah, you rolled a 6 both times.
you miss on both counts.
I miss on both counts. Man, maybe I should just go in there with my sword.
You just gotta re-roll as a sorcerer so you can get the wild magic double roll.
I'd been a draconic sorceress the last campaign that we were in. That was pretty cool. But I suppose you're a dragon in this campaign, so
The hell are my notes?
I still like to think that the Gorlar love journal is like that item you find
Not
3/4
canon.
the way into a CRPG that gives you like an additional option for the final boss fight, like getting Saren to shoot himself.
Oh no! All it does, if you have that thing, you go into the final boss fight. You just get like an extra 2 lines of dialogue. You know how video games work.
isn't that like
What,
it if you
like
turn?
like how in Mario Odyssey you enter the final boss fight and Bowser comments on what you're wearing.
Hey, I haven't gotten that far in Odyssey.
Does
I
he?
don't even own it.
With my knowledge of Star Wars, I am familiar with the fact that if you become a dark side character
Oh
in
shit!
Knights of the Old
It's
Republic,
Greg's turn.
Sorry.
I
You could have one of those cool endings with a villain. That's neat.
All right, so this guy up here is afraid of me, right?
Yes.
This
He is.
walnut is it's a dog, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right, out of my way, jerk ass.
This walnut's a dog, right?
Why are you stepping over the dog to... Are you hitting a goblin, or...
Yeah, why would I hit
You
somebody who's
have
afraid
long-ass
of me?
arms, you can hit it from the other side, I think. Oh, wait, no.
Alright.
That's if you were using a spear.
His extendo arms.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, I'm
Uh,
stepping over the walnut.
After the last episode, there was a fairly intense conversation theory crafting how to make Greg really dangerous, and it went on
I
for
have a
like while,
glaive.
and so I
That's
forget.
right.
Yeah.
I can hit it from behind the walnut. I forgot about that.
Now, because his armor's spiked now, if he wanted to, could he body slam someone? And like.
Oh
hurt them?
yeah, I could do that beforehand though. Bam.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out... Oh. No.
It's the Green Goblin, but not the famous one.
Just
I'm just
a green goblin.
I have all these notes. None of them have anything to do with these things as HP. So either...
Oops. I remember
Yeah.
it being roughly low 20s.
Well, the problem is we haven't actually done a session in, 3-4 weeks now?
It's
So,
been a month.
yeah.
I remember
Happy
it,
New Year.
I remember it being low 20s, unless you're referring to this thing's current HP as opposed to total.
Yeah, it's
I remember
current
some
HP.
of them were taken out in one hit.
Yeah, so the goblins are flimsy, but they heal fast. So you're going for the green one. Okay, I'm just gonna make a
A
new
green
page.
one.
I'll go from there. Because I have like 4 fights, and all my descriptors are green goblin, purple goblin, pink goblin. I'm like, wait, that's useless. 01, 02.
I'm just imagining the comic book cover of like Batman versus a Green Goblin. Like how much less
Yeah.
impactful is the moment you add that word?
I'm gonna get you.
Okay, so
Batman.
you hit the Green Goblin for 17 damage. He looks pretty bad off. Though, as you're looking at him, you're noticing like where you've cut through like skin and bone and whatever, there are crystals kind of growing already.
Oh man, if only I couldn't attack a second time.
And you miss.
Aww.
Okay. It is Dimitri's turn.
Well, I guess, I'm gonna stab the one that is afraid. Unlike Greg Man over here, I feel no quarter for people that fear me.
Okay, so you get 2 attacks and you also get to reroll that damage.
Okay, that's right. And attack number 2. Hey, not
Alright,
bad.
so 39 damage to Ogre 1. Okay. Skitter is still retrieving his hammer. It is in there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Let's see. Drez, it's your turn. Oh, right. We never really resolved this. Technically, we talked about this beforehand, but the straw poll had voted that green was the goodest boy, red is the second goodest boy, and, well, nobody seemed to like orange that much.
Aww.
I wonder if people voted based on their
Take
favorite
that
color.
self-esteem of orange.
Well, statistically, orange is one of the least favorite colors of both genders.
That's true. I mean,
They're
have you
all,
looked
they're
at
all
orange?
relatively close to 1/3 of votes, actually.
Orange is gross.
To quote my chat, I was really hoping for a nat 20 or a nat 1 to start this off, and I was like,
We
that
all
would've been
were.
funny.
Okay.
We got all 3 colors in a row there from Greg's
did.
rolls.
We did.
Just green,
I
red,
had
blue.
Nat 20'd on my Eldritch Blast before this session started. I was testing
Not
it.
canon, like
I know
Gorlar's
it's
love
not.
life.
Oh well.
ouch. Okay, so...
Describe your love life in one term. Non-canon.
Gorlarian. Not canon.
Non-canon.
I like that. Alright.
So everything's still alive, huh?
Yep.
It's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Let's attack. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they can teleport before attacking. So orange is going to teleport to pink goblin. And
Okay.
attack. It's not impressive. Are we still doing advantage or not? I don't remember what the situation was.
Yeah, who was fairy fired? I thought I had fairy fired a lot of people.
Is that this fight or our other fights?
I don't know.
I usually start off with a fairy fire.
We can actually check that pretty easily by going back up the rolls. It
I
does not.
don't
No,
roll
there
fairy
there is
fire.
no. Yeah, but
I don't think there was a fairy fire. For
there was
this
not
fight,
because
actually.
Not this fight.
people were not rolling twice.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. We'll do green on green, red on purple. Some A+ rolls right here.
Yeah. Well, you almost got 3 7s. I feel like, oh shoot, I don't remember the name of the game, but I feel like we should almost do like whoever quote unquote wins a thing every once in a while gets to make a house rule. So if you roll 3 7s in a row, something special happens or just some dumb shit. I mean, he was
We're
almost
not gonna
there.
play Mao D&D.
No, it would be like a single, like a one-off, not this campaign. But yeah, that's the name of the game. I forgot about Mao. I hated it.
Wait, there's a game called Mao?
It's terrible.
Oh no.
It's great.
Now she knows.
It's great
Anywho.
until you join a game that's already in progress, and then nobody tells you the rules, and you're just there, the butt end
so
of
it's
the
like a
jokes.
flux.
Worse.
Okay.
Anyway, so those are the goodest dogs. What about the goodest Drez?
I am going to channel the power of Rami Malek to use magic missile on corner ogre.
I assume Rami Malek is your sorcerer in the other campaign.
No, that's
Oh.
they're the celebrity stars. I'm pulling
Oh,
the
right,
celebrity
I
stars
forgot.
off of my robe.
Oh, that's right.
I'm keeping track of this shit.
You are.
Wait, you
I'm
chose
very
him?
proud of you.
He's in Mr. Robot, right?
Yep.
And
And
also
until dawn, he was the crazy guy.
I know, he always has the weirdest eyes.
Wow, that's racist.
No, Steve Buscemi has the weirdest
Wait.
eyes. Nobody else can compete with that one.
Well, no, it's just, I don't know. It's like they stare at you.
All right. Just kill something, fools.
Okay. So, that's that. It's the ogre's turn. So, I assume they get to roll for fear, or like, to save against fear, right, Shell?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I think they have to get beyond line of sight before their fear ceases. I'll have to see.
Unless they take damage.
Oh, so because Dimitri clobbered him.
Yeah, because this ogre's been hit twice, he gets 2 rolls against fear, I believe.
Okay.
Let's see. If the creature... Okay. Huh. No. It doesn't look like it gets a savings throw. It only... If a creature...
Unless there's nowhere else to move. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it's in line of sight of you, the creature can make okay, where it doesn't. So it has to get out of line of sight.
Yeah, so it just has to get away from you. Okay. In that case...
It'll probably barrel down the hall.
Yeah,
past
Drez, make a
drag.
reflex save.
I have so many character sheets open. That one.
Tell me about it.
Oh.
Okay, so you get trampled by a fleeing ogre
These are some impressive rolls I'm getting.
Oh, no.
as it just smashes through you. You take... Give me a second.
I miss my hellish rebuke now.
You take 12 damage as you just
Ow.
get trampled by a terrified horror ogre. Okay.
I'm fine. I'm more fine than I thought I was.
And then the goblins are going to... The goblins are going to start stabbing the dogs. I don't remember what their attack rules were off the top of my head. Oh, it's die 6. Well, so not all of these are homebrew, and I usually adjust them on the spot based on how healthy you guys are to kind of make everything balanced-ish, so I don't like randomly kill you because I made a goblin too strong. Okay,
You're
so
not
that's...
supposed to tell us that.
I mean, I can be honest about it.
I already knew that you did that. It was the
Yeah.
only thing that made sense. But it doesn't matter. You're not supposed to
What
tell
are
us.
you,
Okay.
Skyrim?
Let's see. So
Oh.
I believe green hits green and
Their
pink
AC
hits
is
orange.
13.
Yeah. So green takes 8 and orange takes 5. Soon red will be the goddess
Oh.
only boy.
I was reading the 12 as being one of the rolls, so I was confused. Who took 8? 8? Green took 8?
Green took 8 and orange took 5.
All right. 0 fall dead.
Okay, and then
These
the last
rolls are
ogre.
biased. These rolls are biased. Oh, never mind. I forgot who was which. I was going to say that I was matching up with the straw poll, but it's not.
And the last ogre kind of finally rips itself off the crystal because I think he was still kind of impaled on it and working through it. And he,
I camouflaged with my hair.
I mean,
Um,
Not entirely.
he's not
That's not
aiming
good
for
enough.
your hair. He's
It's not
aiming
your-
for your vitals.
Ah!
This is where you reveal
I
that Lauren's
will-
just like horrifyingly
I will
hairy.
cutting
Her
words
entire
his
body's
roll.
covered in
Okay.
pink.
Don't you dare touch me.
Well, roll to cutting words.
All right.
Are you keeping track of how often you can do that?
I think it's...
You
It's my
cannot
bardic
do it
inspiration.
infinitely.
I know. It depends on how many die I have. 1, 2,
Because sometimes I realize I'm not watching you guys particularly closely as far as rolls
Okay, so that
go.
takes off 4 from his
Okay,
roll.
well he misses anyway.
Okay, yay!
Let's see. And does he only get one? Oh no, he gets 2 attacks. Hits with the second one.
Ouch.
Cutting words or not. Let's see. You take 17 damage
Oh, no.
from ouch. Anyway, it's your turn. Oh right, and the other ogre gets to make a will save.
Oh yeah. Cutting words uses 1 bardic inspiration up.
Yep.
Mm.
Shell, do you know what the save is?
The save for what? The fear?
Yeah. It's a wisdom save, I know that, but like, what's the DC?
Oh, well, I know that for mine it's 15.
Okay, so he saves. So he
Okay.
is no longer
He's no longer
feared.
fearful.
Anyway. So now it's your turn. Do as you
Okay.
will.
I will do shatter because I know that's my best move when it comes to these crystalline things. Okay, 10-foot radius. I suppose I'll do it to these guys.
Okay, so you're gonna... Sure.
And so I make a sudden loud ringing noise. And they have to take Constitution savings throws. But because they're crystal, they probably have a disadvantage
Yes,
on it.
they do have disadvantage.
Yep.
So what's this guy's
3d8 thunder on a failed save.
saves? 6. Okay, so ogre, net 1, so you crit him.
Ooh, nice.
I don't know if we actually established spell crits. I don't know if we've ever actually like had a situation where a spell could crit.
I
or
didn't think
has
that
crit.
spells could crit.
Yeah, I say they can. And the goblin also fails. Okay, so roll your damage. So roll an extra 3d8.
Okay.
Okay, so that's purple goblin. He takes 11, and then ogre 2 takes 23. Okay. Let's see. So
According
then
to the
it's-
internet, everything that has an attack roll can crit.
Oh, nice.
well, this is something that
Oh,
has a
right.
savings throw. Like they
Oh,
they
it's
save
savings
against
throw,
it.
but
But I'm just gonna count it. If they roll in that one, they got crit. It's about the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I think
all the
that's fair.
spells that where you roll a d20 and you like if you do hit a 20 crit, then you just roll double the attack dice like usual.
Okay. Well, I will keep working with more or less this. It's the same thing. Anyway, Greg, it's your turn. A ogre has just run past you.
I mean, ogre gonna do what ogre gonna do.
Did you get an attack of opportunity on it when it was running by?
He should have.
I don't
actually.
because it's a double move action. I don't get attacks of opportunity on it.
Oh, you're
right?
right, because he was fleeing.
Yeah, so I don't have the perk that lets me get that anyway. I don't think I get that later. Anyway, Glaven,
Who are you glaving?
or I mean, the thing I can't reach the ogre, so
he's
it's
just green goblin.
it's mean
Okay.
green goblin machine.
Okay. So you you stab him. The green goblin dies.
Okay, wait, that was the dog. I
No.
mean, the walnut.
Sorry.
There we are.
I was looking at the eyes.
Uh-huh.
They're green. Anyway, so the not goodest boy dies. And
I'm gonna move over here. Hey, Dimitri. Yes. Did you ever watch that show, The Simpsons? When you had the professor guy who was like Glaven, I'm gonna Glaven. This dog, not the dog.
You're gonna glaive in this dog.
I'm a Glaven, the magenta guy over here.
is that pink or purple?
That's pink.
Okay. You're glaving the pink
on the
one.
dog.
Good, I have absolutely no idea what the hell you just said.
Always be glaving.
Does Greg have Simpsons knowledge?
No, Dimitri does.
Dimitri does.
Oh yeah, Dimitri has American history. Anyway,
History.
I guess pop culture would fall under this.
Yeah.
Well, I flipped it.
If it becomes
know.
pervasive enough, maybe.
I mean, the Simpsons are part of American history.
I guess Dimitri just kind of thought this joke to himself.
And hated Greg for it more.
Greg for it. Hey, haven't you ever had a conversation? You've imagined a conversation with somebody you don't like, and then
I had a
walk away from being
dream
like,
that
"Man,
you were
I
trying to
hate that guy
convince
even
me
more."
that bats were fish like a week ago. And like,
Yeah, it sounds like something.
I
you
thought it was real, so I made a reference to it yesterday and you didn't get it. And I'm like, oh shit, it was a dream.
did. Yeah, I had no idea what the hell you were talking about, but I wasn't about to say anything about it.
Inside jokes with yourself.
All right. So now that you've gotten that out of your system, it's time to let the adults handle the situation. I'm going to stab at the pink one. Oh no!
Oh no! Is this the Axe of Wonder again? Super. No.
Oh no, that's a bad one. Oh no, that's a bad one.
What is it?
Oh my dogs.
Oh, that's a terrible
everything. One. So not only did you get a failure on the attack roll, but
No, that's actually.
Oh wait, no, this is a good one. I thought it was 88.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 88 would have been. 88 was the magic
88
one.
was horrible.
So
This is stupid.
now you were. Well,
It has to be flame
I mean,
themed, whatever
yeah,
it is.
the benefit is, only Dimitri's on fire.
Okay.
The not so benefit is Dimitri's on fire and takes what's the 1 die 4 or 1 die 6 for?
I was just rolling recharge on a teleport.
Oh, okay.
Just to
Right.
see if it could
All right.
teleport out of there.
Dimitri, you are going to take 1 die 4 damage per turn until you figure out how to get these burning leaves off
Or
of you.
alternatively, I wait 24 hours.
But you won't possibly have enough health to sustain yourself. What is this? Every turn you take 4 damage?
Yeah, before your very eyes, Dimitri becomes the spirit of Christmas.
I put the tree in Dimitri.
Oh,
The spirit of a very, very bad drunken Christmas. Anyway, let's see. So that is going to have to be resolved at some point. Skidder finally has his hammer back, and he is going to. Let's see. Do I still have his character sheet open? I don't. Why did I close that? I knew D&D was happening today. By that,
Whoops,
I
a
mean,
doodles.
Jeez. Okay, he is going to. Boop. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely not. And then he's just gonna hit the guy from behind. I have too many things to manage. Let's see. Is it 3 die 8 or is it 4 die 8 now? Shoot.
We've been out of practice.
Yeah, I'm like wildly out of practice. All of these things that I like kind of keep as miscellaneous knowledge in my head, it's just gone right now. I'll get it back
Yeah.
at some point.
It's replaced by Christmas cheer.
More like stress over going on holiday. Okay. Ogre takes 20 damage. And then it's Drez's turn. You are on your back. An ogre has stepped on you.
I am prone.
Yes.
Do I need to be not prone to use stars?
No, you can cast prone. You just look not fabulous.
Not fabulous. Let's see here. I am going to surround the ogre with doggos. With their magical teleport pet. Not that one. That one can't teleport. That one. There we go.
You, not you.
Yep.
So the goodest
Uses up their
boys surround the
teleports.
ogre.
Yeah.
That's
And I
true.
gotta roll my d6s. No recharges. Great. Oh yeah, and also for orange. Nope.
So if you roll
Wow.
like a 4, 5, or a 6, it recharges?
Yeah, if you get a 4, 5, or 6, they get their teleport back each turn. But nope. Alright, so we're going to... Green and red are going to attack Ogre, who is losing mind at the moment.
He is no longer afraid.
He's, shaking it off.
Well, I'm gonna beat I'm still gonna beat him up. Or try. So that's green and red.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going great.
Mm-mm.
Let's do orange on pink goblin. Ooh,
Ah, there you go.
an actual hit is happening
You
today.
actually hit
I
Pinky.
found it. They can happen for real.
Okay.
They're not imaginary. Then I'm gonna chammy. I'm gonna chammy. I'm gonna pull
Gonna
off the
jammy?
star that says Ming Na Wen, and we're gonna blast that ogre. Wow.
Wow. You were
Wow.
doing horrors to these ogres. with those. Is that who's that actor? Because I recognize the last one.
Ming-Na Wen
she-
is from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
She
Oh,
also plays Mulan.
yes, she was Mulan. She was in ER for a while. Street Fighter, apparently. What?
She played Chun-Li in Street Fighter. She played...
Huh.
She was in Final Fantasy The Spirits Within.
I liked that movie.
As
even though it
a
was weird.
prolific actress that I've seen in many things that I had no idea who she was. Just like all
She's in
actors and
Stargate.
actresses.
I think.
Unless
still
they're
wanna see
included.
She's also
Stargate
she's awesome in
someday,
Agents
like-
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The television series. Never had the opportunity
Okay,
to.
so you wreck the ogre a little bit further. He's looking pretty bad, though he has been healing.
When do I get this power in real life?
If
These
only.
damn auto healing.
I mean, you could maybe figure out a way of like selling your soul for power, but I don't know if this would work.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you mind if... Okay,
This is like
never mind.
troll blood.
Anyway. So it completely ignoring your dogs because they're not particularly dangerous. The ogre is just going to hit you in the face, Drez.
Ah.
Oh no.
You take 12 damage. And then
His favorite number.
the other ogre, still hating on Alarin, is going to throw his glaive down the hall.
Whoopsie.
All right. And well, then he's just gonna miss punching. He's not having a great time. Okay, and then the last purple goblin's probably gonna go for Dimitri. Miss, and then pink goblin is going for the doggo for orange doggo takes 7 damage.
No.
Is it dead?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Just a dog's being beaten. It is tragedy for all.
That sounds awful.
Maybe you shouldn't be sending them into
Dog
violent
abuse
combat.
puns.
Violent combat. Anyway, Alarin, it's your turn. I think I said like combat.
Complat.
My ability,
Complat.
my ability to
turn.
word today has been bad.
Okay, I'm going to attack with my rapier. Shing.
Okay.
Swish, swish.
So you notice the damage that you do with your rapier does not come back.
What do you mean by
Oh.
does not come
Oh.
back?
Like
The
the hole that
crystals
you
can't
make
work,
with that
man.
rapier, does not reshape.
Aha! The power of dark and lightness combined creates a nothingness that not even the crystals can grow through. Okay. In any case, go Kahuna! Kahuna attempts to... Oh, I need to do that. The whelm or the grapple, whatever.
Yeah,
he
you're
can
gonna
do.
start whelming the ogre.
Water. Elemental. I need to bring him back. I think I forgot to do his last turn.
You did.
More like Kahuna forgot.
Yeah. I mean, canonically, anytime you guys forget to use Kahuna or Drez forgets to do his action because he's too busy watching the crocodile tornado or
Okay.
I guess dog
so
swarm.
he needs to make a strength saving
Crocnado.
throw
Yeah.
with a DC of 15. On failure, he takes...
So DC 15 strength check?
Yeah.
Why the hell do these guys not have a strength save listed? That's dumb.
I forget how that works in
Well,
the monster manual.
he fails.
He fails.
He literally has a save for dexterity, constitution, wisdom, and charisma, and then it just lists strength.
It's something
okay,
else. It's
that's
like
the damage he takes.
if it's not listed, there's like something about it, and if versus if it is listed, I don't remember.
And he's also grappled.
Okay, so he has to make an opposed strength
mean,
check to get out, I believe.
Does he have normal ogre stats?
Yeah, he
it's
does,
Something
like-
like it's derived from the
I-
normal stats.
Here, I'm
An
just
og-
gonna
an ogre's strength stat is 19.
I'm just gonna put that there. I want you guys to look at just how poorly laid out this like table is. Because it goes AC, alignment,
The
charisma.
problem is that it's alphabetical.
Oh.
I was dealing with this problem when I was doing my dog sheet. As I'm like, why aren't the stats together?
Oh,
You have to
dear
scroll-
God.
Yep.
Yeah, so I've been dealing with that
Oh.
because it's still faster than grabbing the monster manual and flipping through a book.
Yeah.
But it's just like,
Anyway.
Just every conceivable stat in alphabetical order as opposed to in any sort of like actual sensical order of like likelihood of usefulness or something.
okay. Well, we've solved the puzzle. Greg, it's your turn.
He took 11 damage, right?
Yes, he took 11 damage.
Yay.
What's a Greg to do? That was purple. It
Okay.
didn't matter. That was purple again.
No, no.
Well, Skitter ducks as your spear goes flying past him and kind of clatters to the floor. Okay. You do manage to kill the goblin, though.
I did.
Yeah.
Yay!
You cannot move that far, I think. Wait, no. It's only a regular action to attack twice, isn't it? All right.
Yep.
Yeah, you can go stand
I can't
above
pick
your-
it up, but I can
Yeah.
go stand next to it.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
look at it, admire it.
hmm
All right. For the sake of silence. Okay. I mean, not silence. Science. Okay. First, Dimitri is going to take a d4 of damage, I guess.
All right, because he's still on fire.
Want me to roll that?
All
Or-
right.
No, you got it.
Okay, so that puts me at that. Now, we're going to see how much damage I would take if I did attempt to wait for 24 hours to see how, and just wait out the fire.
What?
That's how much damage I would take.
More or less, depending on whether or not you get
You can take it.
more ones. or-
I think we hit the cap. There's no way that is, like, correct. Because it should be way higher than that.
Well, rest
Well,
in
what's
Because
the
that
number
it
of
should
rolls?
average out to
Oh my God, it keeps
36,000
going.
damage.
Here.
Oh yeah, it is 14,400 d4s.
Yep.
That seems it can't be 20. It can't be 2,400.
Yeah.
Here, I can go get a better die
calculator.
roller. There's a Wizards of the Coast one.
Cool. All right. Anyway, all right.
Science has failed us.
Do I end up dropping the axe
Oh.
when it burning wonders? I don't
Okay.
really remember how it
So
works.
bad news. It caps out at 999 D4. So I'm just gonna do
Aw.
144, and we'll times it by 100. You would
Okay.
take 34,000 damage at least.
Jeez. Wow. Apparently setting something on fire is great for damage if you can keep it on fire. Anywho,
That's what heat metal's for.
we're going to stab Pinkus Kong here.
Okay. Well, you
alright.
get to re-roll that if I remember. Do both of your characters? Oh, right. Both of your characters spec into two-handed weapons, so of course they do. Okay.
Yep.
You kill Pink.
Alright. Hello, Ogre Man. Oh, wait, never mind. He's being, whelmed by cahoons.
Yes.
I'm going to pet the doggy. Good doggy.
Keith, have the dog make a
I'm doing my
reflex save
best.
to avoid being set on fire. A flaming Christmas
no.
tree is trying to pet a
No.
dog.
No.
I was trying to be Johnny, not...
I think that's
Good
probably
dogs.
fine for the least goodest dog to get his goodest away from Dimitri.
The least goodest dog.
Alright, I forgot about the fire thing. Well, good thing we have Kahuna. He can fix me later. Patience is a virtue and all that. Okay, end turn.
Okay, Skitter's turn. Skitter is going to do his usual. The further this campaign goes, the less effective Skitter is going to be in combat because the scaling of sneak attack is not nearly as good as 4 attacks. Okay, Skitter misses. Oh, No,
Well-
he doesn't.
He's grappled, so
Yeah, you can still take a swing, but since Skitter is, you guys are flanking him, he gets advantage. Technically, all of you guys get advantage on hitting this guy. But with like a natural 1, you might hit Kahuna instead anyway.
oh, so he can selectively just hit the ogre without hitting Kahuna, but Kahuna's sort of
You can hit into grapple, it's just riskier.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So he takes 21. And Drez, it's your turn. You just got stabbed.
No. Getting stabbed's bad. Wait, I got stabbed?
Yeah, by the
Last
glaive.
turn.
Oh, right. I
6
just
seconds
associated
ago.
them with melee weapons. I mean, with blunt weapons.
These are Onis, not ogres.
That wasn't very nice.
Most Oni have horns, though.
They have
So,
teeth instead.
In Dungeons and Dragons 3.5, they're called ogre mages.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason they're
but
only
then
now.
they got copyrighted by Blizzard.
Yeah. I mean, ogre
Hey,
mages have been
orange
around for a lot
recharged.
longer than Blizzard.
Yeah, but Blizzard is like the Disney of fantasy.
Yeah.
Could a dog just occupy the same square as this ogre?
Yes.
Oh, well. Plink.
I believe a small
Triple
creature
dog
can,
attack.
as long. I mean,
a small creature can.
Cerberus.
if it was like a
Right.
gelatinous cube, I don't think you'd
Ooh.
want that. But yeah,
Rolls.
all good
Get it.
rolls. So 14.
That's where they
damage.
were hiding. One of these days they had to happen. All right. Now it's your turn, Simon Pegg. Oh shit, these rolls.
All right.
Simon Pegg?
And with a
Is it finally over?
yeah, no, Simon Pegg.
It's dead.
Simon Pegg blasts straight through the ogre. And you got red on you now. It's like the only Simon Peggism that I can think of immediately. There's
got
probably
red on you.
more. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So the other ogre is going to try very hard not to be whelmed. Roll a strength check for Kahuna.
Really? Because
Yep.
I thought I just had to escape the DC like last time.
No, this is
well, this is
escape was
grapple.
DC 14.
No. It's an opposed strength check from what I remember.
Well, Whelm here says large. It is also grappled. Escape DC 14 until the grapple ends. The target is restrained and unable to
Okay.
breathe.
Well, in that case,
Oh, they're just restrained. Okay.
yeah, because grapple works slightly differently if you're actually doing
Yep.
opposed grapples, I believe.
Yep.
So he didn't get a 14 though.
He got a 15. Oh, wait, no, he got a 9. Shit, never mind.
Yeah, so Kahuna still has him, and
Sorry.
he'll take damage.
I don't know how I read that. Okay, he'll take damage on Kahuna's turn.
Yep. Well, which is next?
Yeah, so I think that DC is actually just to make your DM's life easier. What you normally would do is actually opposing strength checks. But for the interest of keeping Kahuna easy, we'll just have it be DC 14. Anyway, so he's still stuck in there and he's just whirling around like a, well, I don't know, anything.
Okay. Well,
Turd in a
because
punch bowl.
Mhm.
we start the turn with him still inside Kahuna, he gets another 12 damage. And then, so he's not dead yet.
Nope.
What to do? I'm always afraid every time I'll do an Eldritch Blast on this dude. I don't want to accidentally use my rapier on him with Kahuna in such close proximity. Okay, so this time I'll do that. Eldritch Blast. 1, 2. They don't hit, do they?
No, you miss both times.
But who's
You do get advantage on them, I believe.
because he's still, right?
Well,
He isn't a
you're
movement
flanking
target.
him.
I'm technically flanking. Which way is his head turned?
I mean, there are 3 of you surrounding him.
Okay. So that and that. Why are my second rolls so much better?
I don't know, but you hit him both times.
Urgh.
So I think
So
that's
10
how
and
flanking
13.
works. Okay, flanking on squares. At least one of its allies are adjacent to an enemy on opposite sides or corners.
Oh,
They flank the enemy. Each of them has advantage on melee attack rolls.
that's melee.
Oh, so yeah, you missed then.
That's terrible.
Yeah, because Skitter always gets advantage because he's right in there. Okay. Anyway,
Hey, can I actually have Kahuna slam him
no.
somewhere while he's whelmed? No.
I'll have to now that you're controlling Kahuna, he has a limited moveset just because I have to actually come up with legit rules
Okay.
as opposed to just eyeballing it.
It's like when you get when a really tough boss guy joins your
Joins
party
your party.
in an RPG.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it
It's
gets
a lot
little
weaker.
Yep.
Like Final Fantasy IX.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's my turn then.
Greg, it is your turn.
I pick up my glaive. And well, I guess, do I dare stab into grapple? Kahuna's my best friend after Drez. I don't know, it's too risky.
I'm okay there.
That's it.
You're only attacking once?
I had to use an action to pick up the glaive.
That's a move action.
Greg values Kahuna over
Alright,
Skitter.
so I'll reroll that.
After Skitter went on that massive mission, he'd be like, we gotta save Greg, the only person I've ever cared about.
I'm kidding. Anyway. There we are.
So which of those attacks are real?
The last two.
Okay. Okay, and you don't feel like re-rolling the 19? It makes sense.
Nah.
Okay. Let's see. So I guess it's Dimitri's turn.
How is this guy not dead yet?
I mean, I described their wounds like knitting back together and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Like these ogres are healing real quick because I don't know, maybe they're standing on the thing that's directly healing them.
But I thought I shattered them.
Yeah. He's healing less. I'm accounting for these things. I should probably describe it a little bit better, but you shattered the guys, not the ground.
But it says anything in like the vicinity gets cracked.
Does it just would shatter destroy the ground? Like
A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it is in the spell's area.
do we want to include like surfaces when using shatter? Because like I could, but we're gonna have
Us falling through floors and stuff.
yes,
Roll for shrapnel check.
yeah.
Oh,
Shrapnel.
no.
I mean, if you want to
I
start
mean, I'm
adding
behind a wall.
if you want to start adding terrain deformation to spell effects, we can.
Ever
but
since
it
the
might.
beginning of this game, I've been using shatter to open up walls.
Well, yeah, when you're specifically going for the wall, but
No, that's true.
yeah.
I was just expecting it to shatter all the crystal there.
Well, it's not. Anyway. Okay, so that was Greg's turn? No, that was Greg's turn. So what's Dimitri doing?
Dimitri is, I guess, just going to very patiently wait until Kahuna has less ogre in him. And he'll just take the damage.
Get a little ogre in you.
That is one F4. Let's try. Let's try again. Ow!
Dimitri is just standing there, the world's angriest Christmas tree.
Here comes Santa Claus. Alright, and then it's going to be Greg time. Yay! We'll roll that.
Wait, why is it
Uh-oh.
Greg's turn? It's Drez's turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's actually Skitter's turn.
Oh,
Everything's falling apart.
it is. Oh, right. Can I just press this, does that work?
Go,
Hey!
Skitter.
Skitter misses.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Maybe it does? Maybe it doesn't. Hey! Nope. Skitter most definitely does not miss.
Ooh, nice.
Alright, and that definitely finishes him off. Yep.
Blorp.
So he shatters, more or less, as he
The
falls.
good boys live.
They're probably looking pretty worse for the wear.
Dimitri dives into Kahuna.
Does Kahuna douse him or no?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't say the magic, the...
The flames are magical in
Yeah,
nature.
It's
no.
just fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mostly you're just, suddenly tarred, feathered, and burning.
Yeah.
Which is slightly different. Anyway, so you guys are standing in an area kind of really thick with that tarry stuff. It's covering the walls. It's covering, you know, the door in front of you. It's covering the ground, the ceiling, so on and so forth. And there's kind of an uncomfortable, like, hum. Like a high-pitched hum that's surrounding the whole area.
Uh-huh.
And, like, you can kind of feel it. It's like if...
It's like when you run your finger along the top of a wine glass.
Ah, that's a good...
Yeah, kind of.
Or it's like the actual dark crystal.
What does Greg hear in his head? Anything special?
Greg? No, the voice in your head has been real quiet for a while now.
Ah, that's great.
It means we're going perfectly into his plans.
Yeah, the closer you are to any of these crystal growths, the quieter he gets, and now that you're kind of in this, like, messed up corridor, he has just gone totally silent.
So you just need to carry some of it with you all the time.
Now, it's weird. This doesn't look like the creature's blood. It's very viscous and dark.
It could be other things of the creature that we really don't want to know about.
You want to learn about the other creature fluids?
Well, before we face
There's a lot of fluids in people.
Gorlar, we should probably try to recoup and heal up a little bit. I know I'm not feeling well. I probably am scraped and bruised.
Yeah, we
half
could
health.
definitely take a rest.
How long would someone want to try to rest here, though?
I mean, there's
I
Gorlar's
mean, it's not
room,
ideal.
but also, what's in this door over here? Have we ever tried opening it?
There with the rest idea. I'll help.
Okay. So this door is not locked. It's a little stuck, but even that's kind of enough to get it open. It's more or less like if it was kind of held together by dried gum or something. And it's just it's just another like little bedroomy area. Looks like maybe one of the mind flayers had taken up residence in here.
A mind flare took up residence in here. Anything in the desk?
You can see its robes.
Investigate.
Okay.
Middling.
So what's Greg gonna do?
I'm gonna tug on the rugs and see if there's anything underneath the ground.
Okay. So you tug on the rug. So the rugs are actually pretty solidly like glued to the ground. It's kind of like again, I guess the gum thing. It's like if you poured like some kind of sticky liquid onto a carpet, it'd be pretty fused to the ground.
Gotcha.
So you're gonna have to make a strength check if you want to actually tug on the rug.
I can do that. Kaboom!
Okay. It is pretty stuck on there.
There must be some sort of weird magic holding this thing on the ground.
Also
From-
known as
to what
physics.
end? Also,
What?
so I tried
keep it on the ground.
checking the desk. Did I find anything with my 15 or no?
Okay. You find a number of like personal effects mainly.
And what are they?
They are kind of notes on the crystals. Nothing like particularly new. Well, maybe.
Well, if there are notes on the crystals, I mean, this will be one of the first explanations we'll have from it, aside from what the
Okay.
creature said.
So the crystals, I guess are actually the purple, pink, magenta crystals that you guys have been dealing with this entire time, are a combination of three things.
3 things.
Yes.
People.
Yeah.
No, they're not soylent
Well,
green.
so they have to be like the blue crystals
Yep.
mixed with the blood, mixed with something else. But what is that something else?
So the crystals themselves are mined directly below Zagnoth, and they're generally inert. You can power them up, and they act as like batteries for things, and they spells, rituals, wands, staves, rings. They're kind of just applicably a good resource if you're trying to make a magical item. They don't have any innate abilities, but somewhere along the way, Hector found a kind of like an errant portal or a rift or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of vague on it. But so Hector finds this portal and finds out that, it's kind of radiating some kind of ambient energy. Every plane of existence kind of has...
A signature.
Yeah, a signature, an energy, or whatever. So, like, most planes are just kind of baseline.
Fire.
But, if you go to
Water.
the plane of water or fire or whatever, it's going to be slightly different.
Okay.
And this one was like a very high frequency or something like that. And his spell focus, which was just, the standard Zagnoth blue crystal, turned a bright magenta. And let him do some serious things, like, weird lasers and special abilities and stuff like that he couldn't normally do. It changed how magic worked, and so he thought, maybe this changes the magic that goes through it, which he wasn't wrong about. But it was inherently chaotic. It would kind of do whatever it wanted, that randomly would cast different things or not work at all, and they're having trouble controlling it. But they chanced upon an interdimensional being that...
The beast.
Yes, the beast. They chanced upon him, shackled him up, and found out that his blood was a very good way of taming the energies from this other dimension, getting it to kind of behave.
Oh, man. Those dicks.
And so they've been more or less draining him and using it to line the city with crystal so they'd have more control.
Huh.
And that more recently, it's with the much bigger portal up in the sky, the crystal started going nuts, growing really fast, where previously it never grew at all. Now it is growing nonstop.
But why did they want to harness this power? What was their goal? Just to subjugate the rest of the people?
Doesn't say the goal. Doesn't give a reason. Just a lot of technical notes on how the crystals work.
Okay, well,
And dumbed down so probably Gorlar understands it better.
I'll relay this information to them and say, well, it looks like that creature was telling the truth.
Huh. So, what does that mean for, who was it, Vivi? Where does she fit into this?
Well, she doesn't seem to be allied with these guys, these mages.
She doesn't seem that allied with the beast.
No. The beast called her just... She wasn't on the same level as him. That perhaps she was just pretending to be inevitable.
Well, she did give me
I think
this
the
very...
only thing inevitable about her is her betrayal.
Do we have like a drum kit around here, or can you just imagine the
But
in
shish.
your head? I extend out a high five to Skitter.
He
I would
how
accept
how
just to
high is
curse
this
you.
5? Because that like is a legitimate challenge for him.
A low
It's
5.
around. It's above his head, but around my hip.
Okay, yeah, he
A high 5 is a questionable choice.
he successfully mid-fives you.
Well, sounds like we need to confront Vivi, but I think we already knew that.
Well, either way, this large portal in the sky is definitely what's causing all of this to grow and run amok.
I know. That's why we need to go up there and shut it down. And we might be able to throw Gorlar into it. Who's? Yeah. Who's up for that one? I thought I saw. No, okay.
Skitter's hand is still up from the high 5.
Now-
He has yet to be
Okay.
high 5 before, so he's
You're
ready.
trying to convince people to toss off Gorlar?
Now, Greg, technically,
Ah.
when you went through one of these portals, it just took you directly to the beast, right?
That's. I mean, I went through. My soul split in half as I stopped getting possessed, and I landed in front of the beast. And I mean,
Yeah, because
they were down there ready for me, so they locked me up and all that good stuff. I really mostly focused my efforts on blocking him out and not paying attention to a word he said. I'm really digging this crystal thing. I may just hold on to a little chunk of it just to keep my mind clear. Not really feeling voices in my head so much anymore lately.
This chapter's gonna end with him becoming like a crystal monster as it merges with him. It's the only thing
actually,
that makes
Greg-
me feel right anymore is he just running around with crystal.
Greg actually bends over to pick up a small chunk of crystal if he
Okay.
can find a stray one.
Yeah, you can. There aren't a whole lot on this end. You could grab some over here. You could grab.
Walk over and just
There,
pick up
there's a
like 2 big chunks
Okay.
of crystal.
Okay. Roll to find.
To
I guess
smack 'em
investigate
off?
would be
Okay.
it.
All right.
All right. You find 2 decent chunks.
All right. I'm gonna turn these into earmuffs. Later, though. Later.
you mean you're going to attach them to the earmuffs I made you? Huh.
You made me earmuffs?
Remember? With the blindfold, too.
Greg reaches up and pokes his ears. Oh yeah, there they are.
Okay.
Forgot about that.
Well,
Thanks again.
let's try to heal up. So,
Oh yeah, let's take a nice rest. I think.
who's injured here? I suppose I can just cast a wall of water spell to replenish Kahuna, right?
Kahuna.
Yes. He actually didn't take that much damage, if any.
Well, he's at 67,
Okay, yeah.
so I think he should get back up to 100.
Yeah. No, you can heal him with wall of water. Pretty much find any body of water, and he'll go back up to full. The body of
Are we
water
gonna
might
sleep
not
in
so much.
shifts
So.
or something?
I mean,
I mean, otherwise we
are
could.
you sure we can even sleep here? Like, this is a really high pitched whine.
They're talking about resting, and I'm like, aren't we like a room from the boss fight?
No. I wasn't proposing resting. I think we might have enough potions to at least get us up to a decent
I
amount.
can heal myself if we
Yeah,
don't.
I'm
want
not
this
sure we can
stuff.
I am Setsuna this where we get to the last possible encounter, then let's say, now let's do side quests.
Yes, I
I mean,
guess.
you could, but
wait.
there would be actual consequences.
Yeah, this is
Who
this is
who is
time
this Setsuna?
sensitive.
Are you a Setsuna?
I am Setsuna.
Yes.
Video.
am Negan.
Okay, Setsuna. Very nice to meet you.
Okay, so currently I'm at 27 out of 59. How much is a large potion versus a normal size potion?
It's 2d4 plus 2, 4d4 plus 4, and 8d4 plus 8. That's the
I already went about
small,
healing
medium,
myself.
and large.
Casting cure wounds on myself.
See, I don't think Skitter was hurt.
Yeah, there's cure wounds too.
Actually, I don't know if you guys even got hurt on that encounter, really.
I did.
Yeah, you got clobbered, but I think everybody else generally got missed.
Drez got hurt, but he already healed himself up.
I got ogred.
Dimitri needs to repair.
Okay, that's a cure.
And I'll put them back at
wounds.
full. Okay, I guess I'm ready to go onwards and upwards. I mean, it won't really. Oh, not full.
What was
but
this?
close enough. Nobody will really care.
What was the small potion again? Versus
2 die 4 plus 2, 4 die 4 plus 4, 8 die 8 die 4 plus 8.
Okay, I'll take a couple small potions then. 2 die 4 plus 2? Was it? Okay, 9.
Okay, so you guys are... going to head upstairs.
All right. I want to be the first to stab Gorlar, so I demand to take point. I attempt
You
to
are
open
welcome to
door.
take point and get hit by their point by getting stabbed again, like last time you challenged Gorlar.
We don't have a drum kit. Stop it with your jokeries.
Okay.
No, I'm saying go for it. Go first. Take his point, like in the book.
Maybe I will. Coward.
I'm also gonna crush a couple mana
Take his
crystals
point,
so I
toss
can
them
get
off.
some spells back. Sheesh.
Okay.
Oh man, every verb rolls back into that romance novel. Take his point and toss him off.
Stop.
Never.
It turns out everything is metaphor for sexy times.
It really is easy to do that.
Exactamundo.
Okay, so Dimitri's heading upstairs?
Aye.
Okay. So you guys
We're not
head up...
going in stealthily?
Oh,
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
let's see. Can everybody roll, I don't know, just perception checks?
God,
I mean,
we're already-
everyone
to see
else
if you're
would go in
noticing-
stealthily except him.
Everybody roll perception checks just in case you notice anything else.
Perception.
I should probably start rolling for these for you
that's
guys
nice.
off. So,
Let's see.
let's see. Lauren, as you're starting to head up the stairs, you actually notice there's a little, there's like a brick out of place on the stair.
Whoa. Wait a moment, guys. Look at that brick.
Huh?
It's protruding awkwardly. Dredge should
What about
probably notice it too.
Yes, Drez notices this too. I don't think the dogs understand enough about staircases to really notice anything. I'm gonna let you
Well, I
guys.
didn't know what kind of perception it was in advance, but if it's smell or sound oriented, then they have advantage.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, I'm gonna let
Good
you guys
point.
discuss for a second. I really need to pee.
But
What is so special about the brick?
yeah, Wander has to tell me what's special about the brick.
Oh.
Well, if he's leaving, I'm leaving.
I mean, you're on episode 18. Yeah, you are very far behind. We're dropping. I guess we're dropping all pretenses while Wander takes his piddle. I mean, I'm not a brickologist, but I'm just saying, like, when I look at bricks, I mean, probably the mason just came by and was like, "Oop, I'm drunk," and then wasn't able to do it correctly. Really wouldn't read too much into this.
I just want to know if it's on the step of the stair or like next to the stair or
I mean, it's a platonic ideal of a brick out of place. It's like you know, you have your Scooby-Doo canon, so in your head you're thinking like, oh, there it is, right there. But I mean, maybe
he'll be coming back soon.
you can't.
The question is it a trap? Is it
Okay.
some
So
describe this
now
brick.
that I'm here, yes. So the first thing you actually notice is that there's none of the sticky black whatever stuff that's been on the ground the entire time. I guess tar.
Whoa, wait, just on
It's
this
like slick.
singular brick?
No,
Oh.
the entire staircase.
Okay.
In fact, the entire kind of stairwell seems strangely clear of it.
Oh.
Huh.
And so the staircase itself
I'm back.
is clear. And as you're looking at this, you don't quite realize why this is important yet, but you notice the stray brick in like the staircase, and it's like the third, like on the right hand, third from the bottom, and it just looks
Alright.
like it's been kind of not misplaced, but enough enough like passage has kind of shifted it out of position.
Well,
I-
do you want to try pushing it or pulling it?
I'm gonna try tugging it
Yes.
out.
Okay, make a strength check.
Take cover.
Okay, strength check.
Okay. It's got some wiggle. You're kind of getting it.
Hey,
But-
Dimitri, can you try tugging it out?
Yes.
Okay. Greg,
Yeah.
Is this not working?
there's a brick that needs to be removed.
We're at one of those strongman like hammer things at a carnival, just taking turns to see who can outstrong the others.
I bet I can do it with my teeth. Out of the way, metal boy.
All right, roll the
Greg
headbutt
bends over, grabs it with his mouth,
and pulls it
yanks
out.
it out of the wall.
Yep.
Ouch.
Greg now has a big brick clenched between.
Alarming.
It
Greg
tastes.
spits it out over Alarin's head and past Kahuna.
Make a perception check on the taste of the brick.
Gross.
Okay. It tastes like feet.
Ew.
Oh.
Well, what? So,
Red tries to catch it and whiffs it.
what's in its absence? What
Okay,
lies on
There
the
is
stairs?
a dark void underneath the stairs.
A dark void.
Ooh,
You don't have dark
okay.
vision. It's unlit. In
I-
fact, this whole time you guys have been fighting in really low light vision territory.
Oh.
Yeah. I should
Hey.
probably have had you normies with disadvantage or something.
Well, as members of the Goblin family, wouldn't Skitter and...
I have double dark vision.
You do?
Double dark vision.
Well, I mean, the belt gives me dark vision too.
Oh, right, because of the dwarven...
I was
Dwarven
considering going
abilities.
for triple dark vision, but I figured that might be a little bit much.
I don't even know how you can compound that.
They
but-
just add, apparently. My eyesight gets better when it gets dark.
Oh yeah, didn't they say that like certain dark vision allows you to see things in the dark, but other dark vision allows you to see colors in the dark? It's like, ooh, suddenly you can see colors. It's like, what? Okay.
That's not how dark vision works.
That's how I read it in the most recent.
D&D has...
that might work. That might be how it works in D&D, but in real life, like
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way in real life. That's
it doesn't work that
D-
way.
it doesn't work that way in real life. but in
3.5, from what I
D&D it
remember,
does.
had 3 different types. There's grayscale, thermal, and then just as
That's
though
what I
it weren't
remember.
dark.
Yeah.
But we should...
Right.
It rarely specified it, and when it did, it seemed very pointless.
Mhm.
Anyway, so
It's pointless until you have a puzzle involving colors.
in the dark.
it's true. Okay, so Skitter and or Greg can see in there.
Greg's gonna look in there.
Yeah. Okay, so you stuff your...
And I will even do this right and perception check it.
Okay.
Eh.
So Greg, you stare into the room, and it looks like there's a room in there, but you're not really interested enough in the contents to really know much about it.
Room.
It's just a room? What's in the room?
Some
And
stuff.
why is it under the stairs?
I don't know anything. Not my room. I've never been in there.
Couldn't you like lower your viewing rock on a string or something?
I was actually thinking of that. Except I wouldn't be able to see, but someone with dark vision could see. So,
Now this raises the question of, does the viewing rock have dark vision?
I think we had established
no.
if
Someone
you have
has to
dark vision, you can stare through the goggles
to see the...
and
what-
see, but if you don't have dark vision, you cannot.
So I'd have to have Skitter or Greg see it. So I'll give the goggles to Skitter for a moment.
Okay.
And I will get a rock from Greg. May I have another one of your endless rocks?
Hell yeah.
Okay. And I will
What kind
attune...
you
No,
want?
I'm saving them.
I will attune it to the goggles. And then, okay. Skitter, could you just drop that rock down and see what might lie in that room?
Okay. I mean, I can just see in there. It's like the underside of a stairwell.
Yes, but we might get a different perspective.
Okay. He throws the rock in. There's kind of a hollow, like, click, and then, like, a loud hum.
Whoa! Wait, is there just crystal down there?
Yeah, there's some crystal. It looks like the roof kind of caved in. Like, this probably was a room, and then they changed it into a staircase and kind of just boarded up the room. And then the ceiling caved in. It looks like there's a big crystal thing in there, though.
Wait, so the room beyond might just be the tippy top of a giant crystal mountain?
Well, it's like the corner of the keep, and this whole place is falling apart, so... I mean, there's maybe something in there.
Well, what if we destroy this crystal before heading onwards? Or we just want to confront...
We have yet to destroy any of the crystals we've run across. It seems kind of silly to start now. But, I mean, if we want to...
Well, there was the big one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
In the sky zombie room.
I was thinking of the pure crystal room.
You're the Shatter Master. You want to shatter? Go right ahead.
the Shat Master.
I mean,
No.
I already shattered this section, sort of. But I mean, what? You're saying I could shatter what's down there? That might lead the whole staircase to cave in.
Oh no, then we wouldn't be able to kill Gordar. Veto.
At the same time, if Gorlar is potentially like these monsters with, overtaken by the crystal, is it possible that he will also attain their same ability?
He definitely will. It's not gonna be easy. That's a shame.
So I'm wondering if this crystal is the basis of it all, if it's immense, if it's larger than any other crystal that we have come across before.
Oh, of course there is. It's going to be enormous when we get up there.
So are we just going up then?
So, are you saying like if we shatter this crystal, do you think it might weaken Gorlar's Gorlar up ahead?
Potentially, it might even help collapse the portal, but I don't know.
I think that's a very, very smart idea. With potentially horrible, horrible consequences. Alright, let's do it. How do you propose we break into that room?
Well, we already have one brick stripped up off the staircase, so
Start
More
smashing?
Alright.
well, Skitter
Just
can do
start
that.
smashing.
He has a hammer
Do
made
we want to have
for
a better
it.
Yeah,
idea
Skitter
of
has
what's
the
in...
hammer. He
Okay.
can, it's
Do we want to have a better
best.
idea what's in there?
I mean, there's a big crystal thing, but I can't really get any better angles. The rock's kind of up against it at a weird angle.
Do we have a torch?
I mean, I do have light as a spell, but that's only around me.
I was wondering if we had like a physical torch of any
Well,
kind.
I'm breaking it. Skitter begins bashing at the staircase.
My
Yeah, I
dogs
guess-
are going to teleport through the hole.
That's an 18. Okay,
Oh,
so
alright.
your dogs teleport through the hole and should probably make reflex saves to avoid flying bricks. It's not too hard, but
Surprise!
yeah.
Oh,
All
he's
right.
fine.
So your dogs
They're good
dance
boys.
nimbly out of the way as Skitter blasts a hole through the staircase into what looks to have maybe been maybe like
A bunch of treasure
a
chests.
treasury or a barracks or something that was like hidden away. And
Nobody told me there was cool shit back there. Out of my way.
Well, should I shatter this?
It's a lot of not happy stuff in this room.
yes.
Is
there's-
this like tar on the ground?
Yeah, that's the same kind of slick tar thing that you've been walking on this entire time. So effectively, there is a big hole up like in the ceiling, kind of here, and this stuff is kind of coming down the wall and like seeping into the.
Ew, so maybe what's
the
up
floor.
there with Gorlar is what's creating the crystal? Does the crystal grow from the black ooze?
Oh. It's like tartar? It's gross.
I mean, the notes did say it was spreading.
Ah, man. We need to brush this place. God damn. Well,
Okay. Oh,
you want to shatter it?
yeah,
You're the
sure.
shatter master.
I'll shatter the crystal. Let's get out of the way.
Okay.
Bye.
So the crystal,
This is a bad room to be
the
in.
crystal shatters, and the treasure chests do not.
Yay!
Yay.
But ironically, they were full of crystals, which shattered.
Maybe if they had mana crystals inside them. So what's in the chests?
Okay, so you pop them open. There are 3 just regular upgrade orbs,
3 regular upgrade
a
orbs.
really heavy orb.
Whoa, a
Oh.
heavy orb.
Yep.
What could we possibly want to make heavy?
Bag of infinite rocks?
Well, you wouldn't want the bag to be heavy. Maybe the contents of it to be heavy.
We can make some big ol' honker rocks.
Can we actually use this as a means to attack our enemies? Imagine if we just forced an orb on them.
Okay. So one of the orbs gives off. Well, it doesn't give off anything. It actually floats to the ceiling.
No. No.
It hasn't gone out because the crystal is like blocked the hole, but it is up there.
There's just like a balloon bouncing off the roof. Pong, pong, pong.
I don't know. If I throw a sticky goop at it, it might merge with it, and then we'll have just a floating goop. That wouldn't be good.
I just use my big ol' arms to grab it.
Okay.
Can he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it comes down.
Just don't let Kahuna find
It's
it.
kind of like a helium balloon. Just goes up if you let go of it.
Just imagining Kuna going as he just flies away.
We could
Never
use
to
the
be
heavy
seen
orb
again.
on the amulet.
What if you use them on
On
the
Damien.
same
On
thing?
Damien? that
I think that might have a bit more of an esoteric effect. Damien only gives depressing advice. Hard truths.
Shit's heavy, man.
Okay. And
there's nothing
the
really.
last orb looks as generic as possible.
a
Oh.
generic orb.
It disenchants something.
It is like looking at it. It has the feeling of just absolute regularness.
It's like when you open up Maya.
You just
And
look
you
at the
just
orb
put
and
down
something
a
about it
cube
is
or-
aggressively boring.
Yes.
It's like you open up a 3D modeling program and just put down like a unit sphere
Yeah.
in the middle of your
It's just like-
workspace.
It doesn't even
It's
have
just like
like
some
much
weird,
shading
like,
or
joke,
reflection.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like some weird joke, like Undertale item description.
yeah. Now this we have to use on Damien.
What? The generic orb, but why?
He just becomes an actual Pokedex.
Yeah, all he says is
Like,
the most like
machine-
generic platitudes. It's like,
Whenever he
Damien, what
talks-
should I do? Believe in yourself.
I don't
Whenever he
wa-
speaks, you have to type it into a text-to-speech program.
I don't want to fundamentally change who Damien is.
Why
That'd
not?
be wrong,
It's funny.
Damien.
Didn't you already do
Okay.
that?
You don't want to be made into a generic amulet, do you?
Didn't you do that once already?
No, I gave him a normal orb, like a little tiny upgrade
Just a
orb.
regular upgrade. Yep.
That changed his personality.
It made him say more.
Slightly
Yeah, it made him
more
smarter.
useful
Didn't change his
things.
personality.
Using that orb on me would make me silent forever.
Listen, there was a feature
It would make him
episode
silent
of
forever.
Monkey.
He says, "I will not use it on you, Damien."
Oh, it's a great idea.
Yeah, this must be an orb of disenchanting.
The peanut
That's the only
gallery
thing that makes
suggests
sense.
using the orb of storms on Kahuna and the heavy orb on Skitter's hammer, or Dimitri.
Just on Dimitri. I thought about that, but then I realized I like moving.
Yeah.
Well, we could use. Wait, how do we use the heavy orb on the hammer? Wouldn't that make it
It's
almost
just gonna, like,
unwieldy
slam
for
into the
Skither?
ground like Mjolnir,
I
and you
mean-
won't be able to
I
pick
mean,
it up
already
again.
he's able to lift it. I don't know. Huh.
I got
How
jealous.
can it become heavier if we just make it? It's already heavy as hell.
I mean, it's pretty light for me.
Yes, but if I try to pick it up, I can't.
Well,
Because
Skitter,
it's heavy.
perhaps we can actually increase its potency.
Okay. He is
Uh-oh.
now wielding the thing with 2 hands. Okay, it's heavier.
Right, but can it smash more?
Let me check.
What do you think heavier
He-
means?
Smashes it on the ground and leaves a very big hole. Okay.
God damn. Go shatter the crystals.
I mean, they're pretty shattered, but gotcha. He
Uh,
just starts going to town on them. There's not much left.
Okay, I'll have to take the heavy
No,
orb
no,
off
there's
the
another. There's
inventory.
unshattered crystals outside. I want
Okay.
to see how well it works.
Skitter like runs off. He's like a kid with a hammer.
A new toy.
Yeah. You know, like if you ever give a kid a hammer and they realize they can hit stuff and he's going to town on whatever unbroken crystal he can. It's like kind of a thin haze of busted crystal.
Damn.
Now, the only reason why I
I
don't,
think that was good call.
don't want to use the Thunder Orb on Kahuna is if I do so, then he might not be a water elemental anymore.
It would become storm elemental.
Are there such thing as storm elementals in D&D though? Or are they just air?
I mean, if
and
there isn't, we can
water?
always homebrew it. Like 90% of this campaign.
Well, does
Skitter says in character.
Yes.
anyone else want to have like a potential boost to thunder damage?
I mean, my axe could probably use a little bit of help.
But it
Are we
already sets
talking-
things on
becoming Dr.
fire.
Are we talking about the axe of burning wonder? Or is this
What other axe do you think I'm referring to?
you know what? The axe of burning storming wonder is very scary, but sure.
I don't know about that. I mean, you guys saw what
Actually,
happened with
that would be the axe of wondrous firestorms.
You just rename it Project Firestorm.
guys. That would be like my rapier. Remember when I combined the light and the shadow orb to
I
create
mean,
the all-consuming?
You killed
void?
Tablemancer in one shot, so
Yes, but who knows what terrible implications there would be if I happened to roll a natural one. Out of
You haven't done
context.
it yet.
hasn't killed us yet.
Yet.
You will toy with forces you do not understand.
I'm voting for it.
I could use a sexy upgrade to my glaive. It's just a regular old thing.
That's true. Greg hasn't been able to use an orb, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't want to use the generic orb or the duct tape orb.
This is a glaive +2 though. So using this upgrade orb, if it's an elemental effect, do we need to combine it with other upgrade orbs, or just one and done?
Yeah, it's just one and done.
Okay. Yeah, why not? Let's make this a lightning glaive.
Okay. Well, let's make that a lightning glaive.
All right, you now have a lightning glaive.
Swing it a schwow! I walk over and kind of like swing it at a wall.
Okay, so it kind of buzzes in your hands as you swing it. I got to figure out the actual attack effect, whatever.
Wouldn't it be cool if it actually
Okay.
made you have a ranged attack? I don't know why any of our melee.
Hello, big ol' arms. I walk over.
Wouldn't it be cool
I walk
if you
over
could use
here
it to
and like.
pierce Gorlar's heart?
Shut up. I walk over here and kind of like lightly poke, like really close to Lauren. I'm over here. Can still do it. Still do it.
Kahuna,
Yeah,
Kahuna's
anytime he
rule.
pokes anybody that has hair on their body that he pokes instantly fluffs out. Also, Greg fluffs out. You like you know those like
Static
really
electricity.
fluffy looking chickens? You kind of look like that now.
Yeah, this makes it look cool. Greg kind of uses like the lightning to fluff up his hair into a pompadour.
It's
Oh my god, Greg's gonna be just a fuzzball.
he really does look
Time.
like one of those like palm fuzzball
They're like an
things.
Angora rabbit or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, do we want to make anything lightweight?
Now our party's gonna be
I guess.
like our party's gonna be a kobold, a mech, a lizard, a fish person, and a tribble.
I wonder if you made me lightweight, it would probably make I would be more nimble. I don't really know what would happen.
Or it'd make you float into the air, never to be seen again.
Oh yeah, that's probably a bid.
Eh,
Let's hang on to that one then.
Well,
For all
are
we
we
know,
ready?
we might need to use it on an object to send it somewhere. Or something.
Yes. Onwards, upwards.
All right.
How?
I mean,
How?
remember, Skitter's pretty short. He only blasted through like the first 5 feet of stairs. You guys had to stoop pretty far to get in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
5 feet.
I mean,
Let's stare at
he's kind of a tall.
Athletics check for jumping over the stair hole.
He's kind of a tall goblin comparatively, but
That's a really unsafe place to put a secret passage under stairs.
worked for a while
I don't think
until
Osho would be
somebody
pleased with
rolled
that
a
one.
22, which was a Lauren.
Yay!
You would not believe how many of those you've missed. Anyway, so you guys go up the stairs with some amount of I mean, clambering.
Some amount of Catherineing.
Yes.
Uh,
And they kind of crumble underneath you, so chances are probably not many people are going to follow you, which is kind of comforting.
That's good news.
Unless they're as tall as Kahuna, at which point, well, stairs didn't even matter. And you guys find yourself in a room.
Wait,
oh,
there are lizards
I know
here.
these people.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of lizard folk. You actually kind of sort of recognize them.
Is one of them already
Are they
dead?
They are
dead?
all
immediately?
dead.
What's happening?
They are all dead. They
Oh.
looked like they were almost tossed in here.
Oh no.
There are
Oh.
kind of protective warding things that seem to be keeping the tar substance at bay. But it looks like something came through and killed these lizard folk. Or they died elsewhere, you're not sure.
I put on the mask that allows me to see the dead. And
Okay,
hopefully their spirits are still
There's
around.
nothing.
No spirits?
It is empty.
Oh.
They're gone.
Yeah.
I guess that ties up that loose end then.
Really? That's all they're going to say? These were their
That's
clansmen.
not in character. I was just talking about the idea of like that
Were these
there
his
was like
clan-
3 rescued lizard men like
these his
No,
clansmen or-
these,
4
these are
months ago.
these are not the ones that were in the prison. These
These are
you saw with
Irtoses?
Irtoses. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah,
These
these
are-
I
these
thought
are
the other
the
ones were also from Irtos.
yeah, the less imprisoned looking ones.
These were your former
We
comrades.
still don't know what happened to
Dress.
those guys.
So
What'd you say?
these are your former comrades.
Let's be honest, Drez has never had empathy for much of anything apart from dogs.
Well, Wander,
Everyone who can answer my questions is dead.
well, Irtos isn't dead.
God damn it.
He's not among them. There's a possibility that he's still alive.
I go up and I do my perception each. Never mind.
Okay.
Fine.
They look
fine,
to
fine.
have been killed.
All right, metal man. Thank you for the observation. Let's see if I can do a teensy
so-
bit better.
I was slightly distracted because I was researching whether or not you can ride a blink dog, and there are,
Yes,
of course,
there-
several threads about them.
They can be ridden by
You
small.
probably have to be a halfway.
Yeah, you have to be a halfling or a goblin.
So Skitter can
Or
ride
no.
The
one.
problem is you can't ride them when they teleport.
Yes.
They'll just teleport from under you. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
that'd be the most badass thing.
So I was investigating this guy's wounds.
Okay. So, Greg, you realize they've been killed by blunt force, and Shell, you can tell they've been killed by punching. Something beat these guys to death.
Oh, that's terrible. They must have.
I loot the bodies.
Okay.
uh,
For the first time ever, you loot the bodies, and you find actually
I looted the body like last time.
oh, you looted the ogre mage, I think.
I'm wearing it.
Yeah.
I've been using it this episode.
It's rare that you guys loot bodies. I'm sorry that it
Well,
shocks
it's rare
me.
that we fight Oni.
Okay, so you find, apart from like standard tribal vestments and stuff that's not particularly useful to you, you find an amulet. That's kind of. I'm trying to decide how. What would a swamp themed amulet look like? I guess it's more of kind of like a fetish.
Gross.
Yeah, it would actually probably be more of
Yeah.
like a bone and like feather charm thing, that you recognize as inherently magical. And that was around one of their necks. And then you also find a key. And then the other stuff
say a
isn't
key?
particularly useful. Yes, a
A
key.
key.
Do I recognize the key?
No. It doesn't look like it's something out of the Lizardmen Kingdom Society, whatever. It looks based on the number of other keys you found around here, like actually, roll perception check on this key. You might recognize it. Okay.
Whoa.
Hey.
You just found it's like a small pale white key. And it goes to a door that you couldn't find the entrance to a while back.
Ah, the magical door.
You mean a door we? You mean the door we couldn't find the key
Yep,
to?
you found it.
Oh God, there's been so many doors we couldn't open.
I think Shell's got it, but it's
Small.
it's a pale white key. And
I could sense it. We couldn't cut through it. We
Yep.
tried in vain for like half an episode.
I kind of remember that.
It was in that
I don't remember where.
study
I
room.
don't remember why.
I'm down to like 2 keys, like 2 doors. Where like I feel like I remember going upstairs to some place and we couldn't find a key for it. And I tried rubbing the gear on it or something, and then there was also the one where that was like I tried to disenchant.
are you just rubbing the gear on things? Are you like wearing it, or you've just had it in your inventory?
I've just kind of had the gear,
Okay.
and there was a few times where I'm like, maybe this will somehow open this door.
Okay.
So there's no convenient Bioshock audio log that explains that right before they died, they knew exactly where Irtos was.
No.
I'm gonna inspect the beds.
Okay, so it looks like the beds had been slept on. And that's probably enough to tell that there were more than 3 lizard folk around here.
Is it possible that
Oh.
Irtos
Oh.
Yeah.
went beyond the...
Because lizard folk are notoriously messy creatures.
No, it's just that more than, like, there are 3 beds, but there's, like, some, like, straw pallets and, like, kind of makeshift resting places that have been since, like, destroyed-ish.
to make them look more like dogs?
That just makes me think of Divinity.
An attempt was
Gross.
made.
Eh.
I'll make some non-placeholder tokens. I had somebody show up and get very confused as to what the little, like, wood critter
What the
things.
walnuts were.
Yeah.
I go over and start tipping over some barrels to look into them.
Okay. So kind of supporting your theory, it's a lot of food, fish, meats, things that you've noticed Drez kind of has a preference for when you guys sit down for meals.
Things I have preference for? So dragon meat?
True.
That just happened once.
That'd be a pretty great
Drunk.
thing to find.
Yeah, holiday drunk.
Yeah, you do not find any new bonus dragon meat hanging around. And
You mean the best thing that ever happened to me and the worst thing that ever happened to the party?
true.
Alright, well, ashes to dust. Let's move on.
I don't know. I think a 2 out of 3 party wipe was probably the worst thing that ever happened to the party.
Yeah, that sucked. Greg is gonna try and lift up the carpet.
Okay.
Wow. Well, let me get off it first.
All right.
Sheesh.
So Greg applies himself to the carpet and finds that it's actually quite comfortable. Like, wherever they found this rug, 1, it doesn't belong in this room, but 2, that it's quite plush. Like, they might have found this in some kind of king's chamber or, like, maybe a noble's
Skidder.
bedroom. Yeah?
Lay down here.
Okay.
Tell me what you think.
It's super comfy.
If he rolled a 1, would he have gotten a hernia?
Ow.
What?
Do you have
Critical
some
fail on
place to
sitting.
keep this?
No,
Because
no,
I
on
could
pulling
totally
up the
use.
rug.
I could totally use a carpet like
Yeah.
this back in my
okay,
house.
give me a second. Here. So Skidder pulls out some chalk and traces the door. Can you roll the carpet up? It's a bit 3 times as tall as me.
Wait,
Yeah, no
we're
problem.
giving
Okay.
it to Merrick?
Okay, so Skidder walks in. Hey, Merrick, I'm back. Can you just hold on to this carpet for me? You hear from, like, inside Merrick's shop. Yeah, no problem.
Merrick, how's the rest of the world faring?
Better than
Hang on. We're dealing with carpet things.
Ah,
All right, I walk in and drop off the carpet.
Okay.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
And then leave.
Well, good luck. Bye. Good. Bye.
Lauren, you want to talk to him? He's right there. Go for it.
well, I was just asking it how the rest of the world was faring.
I mean, better than Zagnoth, that's for sure.
All right. That's not unusual.
I mean, what do you want? The Newport Times? I mean, I've got a copy, but I don't know if it's relevant to you right now.
Wait, so
The hell is Newport?
none of the other neighboring kingdoms are at all concerned about the plight of Zagnoth?
Oh, well, see, that's, how should I say this? They kinda, well, you know, the archmages that weren't in Zagnoth at the time, they've put you guys in a bit of a barrier.
What?
Nothing goes in, nothing goes out. If you could see the sky, it'd probably be useful, but, well, when that big portal showed up, they pretty much wrote you all off.
So we're trapped here.
As far as I can tell, yes. I mean, technically, I'm an out, Vivi's an out, that little black rod doohickey thing you have, also an out, but,
Not anymore. Look what happened to it, Merrick.
oh, wow, that's, real bunged up. You're, huh.
It was changed.
Well, don't take that into my shop. I don't know what it'll do. In fact, don't take it through any open portals, active portals, or any kind of dimensional transferences. It may cause problems. And he shuts the door.
Oh. Okay.
That is good
Great,
to
you
know.
got us banned.
We can push Gorlar through the portal and then throw that thing into it as well.
Do you think it'll cause a disturbance great enough to completely shut off that realm from ours?
That'd be cool.
I don't know.
I open door.
It's a stairwell.
I walk over to where Tar is.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
And
where it
the-
came
So the
from.
moment you step onto the tar, the kind of high pitched hum, you can feel it in your metal jaw. Like your whole body is kind of harmonizing
Ow.
with it. It is
You got a
uncomfortable.
magnet in your jaw that points you to true north?
I open my mouth to see if it's like if I can project it out and
So,
like everybody can hear it.
You know when you're like talking into a fan? That's what it
Yeah.
sounds like out of Dimitri right now.
Hey guys.
Ah.
I open door.
Okay, so almost immediately you were just hit by just wind and air and just kind of this feeling of energy.
Huh.
And you walk out into this.
Whoa.
That seems important.
So
Ain't that some shit?
So as you walk out into this area, you are in kind of this blackened tar area. There are these two massive crystals, like truly ginormous compared to all the ones you found previously. And almost kind of like pumping out of them is the black tar stuff. It's spreading from the base of each of them and kind of extending out
Quick, cast shatter.
across the across the floor.
I don't
and
know how
whatnot.
much damage my shatter will do to the large one, but the smaller one.
And as you're looking at it, your eyes are kind of drawn upwards as kind of the energy pulses off the crystals, and they are leading up to the portal, which is, I want to say it's only a good 50 feet above you at this point. You
damn.
are actually kind of tilting a little bit in the sky, but whatever chunk of the keep that you are on top of now is free floating
Oh no.
and moving slowly
Oh,
upwards.
nice.
Well, it's a good thing I conveniently grew a way to get down.
Yes. And you really pretty much can't see anything other than portal, and the portal is just kind of it's like staring into Hypnotoad's eyes or something. It's just kind of mesmerizing. but you can't tell if there's anything on the other side or if there's just nothing there.
Well,
Maybe season 3 is on the other side?
we have to destroy these crystals. So is it... Did the crystals, like the tendrils, like, wiggle up towards it? Like,
Okay,
oh.
Dimitri, roll a perception check. Okay. Let's see. So, you don't see Gorlar just around the corner. And he punches
Oh.
you. He misses. He punches again. And what's Dimitri's
He
armor
ended up way
class?
closer than expected.
It is higher than that.
No, well, no. That's just me rolling the die 20. I haven't added his bonus.
20.
Okay. He does hit, actually.
Oh, wow. He looks worse than last
Wow,
time.
he's just waiting around the
Yep.
corner.
So he's got a big shit-eating grin across his face, which might or might not be frozen. It looks like he's having trouble moving, but he slugs Dimitri really hard. After one kind of sad miss.
Wow, that's quite a...
I love the characterization that, like, instead of waiting dramatically in the middle of a giant dramatic room, he just, like,
Sucker
around the
punches
door.
Dimitri.
punch someone in the face.
Yep.
and then misses with the first one. That's the best part.
I guess technically he get advantage, so yeah, whatever.
Eh.
Yeah.
He sort of did a 1-2.
Yeah, well, I guess Dimitri doesn't even have a dex bonus, so it probably doesn't matter. But yeah, he missed with the first one. He wouldn't have advantage. Dimitri just wouldn't get dex. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So he slugs Dimitri,
Flatfoot.
and as you guys roll initiative, he's gonna be like, "So what'd you think?" And so the party finally comes face to face with Gorlar once again. In fact, I guess they haven't seen him a whole hell of a lot for how important he was for the plot so far. But anyway, so they come face to fist with Gorlar for the final confrontation on top of Fort Zagnoth. What will happen afterwards, I have no idea, but I guess you'll have to find out on the next episode of Dungeons & Dragons: Grave of Man. Also, like I was saying at the beginning of the video, things are going to be a little weird for the next, 2 weeks, just because I'm kind of busy, and I'm going to have to sit down and probably write, a whole new plot, because these guys have kind of destroyed my original plan for this game. At some point, I'll sit down and do a video on what I was thinking the plot was going to be for Grave of Man, and compare that to what happened, but that'll be at the very end of the campaign, so I have, the full thing to pull from. But I would say this is about either the halfway point or the 2/3 mark. Really depends on how fast they plow through the next season or two. I guess we'll have to find out. But yeah, I'm sorry for the delay, and hopefully we'll be able to get back on schedule fairly soon.